Hey Aries, welcome to July 2024. We are going to take it week by week, and this is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus signs, okay? So I hope all is well. Ooh, rough energy. I'm trying to shuffle. It's like, whoa. Anyway, guys, I do have a special on my read. So do check out Fireworks 20. You get 20% off my reads. You'll see it in the description box below if you're interested. It does end on July 5th. All right. So let's dive in and take a look and see what is going on for Aries. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's take on your first week. Give me 3 cards for your first week. Spirit for Aries. What does Aries need to know most? Okay. Whoa. Okay. There we go. There's the cards here. So let's take a look at this first week here. All right. So what I'm getting is I get the Two of Pentacles. Now, you could be actually balancing out your personal and your professional life, or you're juggling 2 projects, 2 jobs, 2 things, right? So maybe you're starting your own business and you're working a full 9 to 5, type job. So I get that you're balancing and you're adapting as much as you can. It has to do with your pentacles, so it could be your finances that you might be working on here. Okay, I do get that it's time. It's something about you can't. This is about seeing something from a different perspective, and you might not see it quite yet. Is what I get. So with this 8, there is a changing of perspective that is necessary for something to kind of move forward. On this side, it talks about like, don't wait for someone else to rescue you. You go do it. Listen to your signs. Listen to look at something from a higher perspective. It doesn't want you to, jump into any sort of kind of like victim mode. What it wants you to do is to focus in on making a change. Don't see yourself as a victim or of any sort, or place the blame on others. And because I'm not trying to even be harsh or anything, I'm just wanting you to know what the meaning of the card comes through on this, because it says, don't blame others for your circumstances. And it's I mean, tough love, right? I don't know. This is what's coming through, and it has to do with the mindset in some sort of way. So I'm sending you lots of love, and I know that it's not always easy, and it's working ourselves, out of this, breaking the bondage that has once a way of thinking held us back. Okay, now it could be, if someone else is playing the victim in the scenario, it could be like the kindest thing to do is to let him or her kind of summon up the strength of the intelligence to break free. Okay. So it's not like you rescuing someone else either. And that could be the case if there's someone around you. Okay. It wants you to, it's about seeing a bigger perspective with that eagle up there. She already has the sword. So, she's got the tool in order to break free out of something. So it's not like this person is incapable of doing so. This person has all the resources to make that happen, whether that's you or someone else. Okay. So the biggest thing here is balance something out. And if you're having trouble balancing out your finances, this is about seeing the bigger picture. You are not a victim. You can do this. There's a solution here. Now, as we move towards what that is within the first week, I do get this is about like thinking about it, like, focusing in on kind of thinking about the situation, waiting until kind of the dust settles in some sort of way. But there you can see like this person's not moving in any way. Okay. So I feel that for this being here, it could be that there is like, you don't have to accept every opportunity that's offered to you. So you might get an opportunity and it says like, you don't need to accept it. Maybe if things aren't going your way and life seems a little dull at the moment, you might want to just sit it out for a while, and that's okay. That's totally okay, Aries. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it can be a sense of strength. And just because you might not have a direction at the moment, you don't need to compromise your dreams. Okay. So the thing is kind of like, how as crabs do a little bit, is like, it might be best just to scurry off until your spirits rise, until you kind of feel a little, kind of, because it could just be, a little bit of a funk, and that's okay. We all get there sometimes. Okay. So, just don't take your emotions on a timeout. Okay. and just do what you need to do until your spirits rise a little bit. What's spirit's guidance for you on this? Okay. There's nothing bad because we all get this here. Okay. It's part of the process and the circle of life. Okay. So you could be balancing something out within your finances, but let's find out. Let me get some advice on this Four of Cups for you here, guys. Okay. What do we get there? What's important for you here? Well, I got a transition, but it's in reverse. So I got the Death in reverse. All right. So this could be scorpionic energy. Okay. So this could tell me that it could be that you are focusing in on like releasing what is not working for you so you can make way for the new. For some of you that you might not be doing that at this moment. Okay. So there is a certain aspect of letting go to set up a different strategy, right? And have a clear direction about moving forward. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you could be dealing with, someone's got Scorpio, air or fire in their chart. I do get cup energy as well in Pentacles. So it could be any sign. But quite frankly, is that the advice that you're getting is that, it's like there's something that needs to let go and develop a better strategy and maybe leave something, behind. Maybe you're juggling more than two things. See, this is like you're juggling two things. You were juggling three, perhaps, but this is developing a better foresight. So this time out for you is really helpful, Aries, quite frankly, because it's going to allow you to move forward. And, the Knight of Swords is very direct and to the point. Okay. So it could be, so you have a clear direction of the situation. Okay. What more is going to be important for you in this? Let's take a look at what that might be. What's important for Aries in this situation? What else do we get here? Woo, okay. Well, it's too many that came out. Spirit, give me a card that's most important within this first week for Aries during this situation or where this predicament that they might find themselves in at this moment. Too many here. Let's just take a look. Give me just one or two cards, Spirit, for this. Let's take a look. What do we get? One or two cards for Aries. Let me just do this. Hold on a second. I need to restore balance here. Okay, here we go. Wow. The cards are, I can tell right from the beginning of your read that was kind of going on. Okay, what do we get? Something that might have to do with like holding back. This is like adventure. Like the world is full of adventure for you at this moment. And this is maybe, remember yourself as a child. It wants you to understand that life is an adventure, okay, and is full of opportunity. This flew out and this flew out. What is this? Yeah, it's life is an adventure. It's time for you to take control, all right? And then it's going to lead towards a celebration, okay? So I don't know, for some reason, there's a sense of playfulness that is important for you here, okay? Sometimes we need to do something that brings joy to our heart. And this would be helpful in terms of getting the clarity that you need. Think back when you were a child on what you want. What is it that your dreams are? And then take control of that, right? And it's funny because it's right below, not wanting, don't be a victim. See the bigger picture. You have control, okay? You have the control. And after you take this moment and time out, you're going to have, it's moving towards a celebration. So you could be balancing something out from the past. Maybe it's something that you wanted to do when you were younger, and it requires some sort of balancing. Okay. Any final advice for Aries during this first week? Okay. Any final advice from numerology? What is it that we get for Aries? What does Spirit want you to know most? Yeah, I think you're going to celebrate, you guys, once you get the clarity that you need. But it does take about letting go of something. Okay. Because some of you could be kind of juggling two or three things, all right? But it's saying that you can take control. Look at, I get spiritual career. For some of you, Aries, you could be focusing in on that. Wow. It's a 15 card reducing to a 6, which is the birthing of something new. Something having to do with your spiritual career, okay? There's a transition that it's going through and you're developing a better strategy perhaps for it. And like I said, some of you are juggling you're perhaps a 9 to 5 in another situation, but there's something that needs to let go. And I think it's a way of thinking, quite frankly. And just to clarify that a bit, I just want to see something. Let's pull a wellness card and see what the wellness card says in terms of what is it, that needs to let go. This flew out. It wants you to go for it. It wants you to take flight. Step outside your comfort zone. You got to let go of the fear and step outside your comfort zone. It's time to make plans now. And that's why the strategy is coming through here. It's time to make plans within your first week. Okay. Now is the time for a favorable outcome. It wants you to let go, is what this is saying. Okay. So step outside your comfort zone. Get into the best alignment that you can, but the time is now to make those plans. Okay. So that's the first week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second week and what is coming up for Aries. What do we have for Aries in the second week of July, 2024? And let's see what Aries needs to know most. Okay. What is important in spirit for Aries needs to know most? Okay. Interesting. Very beautiful. Wow. You got the Ace of Cups, guys. Yeah. There could be new intimacy and connection of some sort coming through. Aries, give me two more cards, spirit, for Aries. Two more cards for Aries, spirit. Okay, there's one. Okay, and interesting because I saw that coming through. And give me one more. One more for Aries. What does Aries need to know? Wow. Let's take a look. One more card that Aries needs to know. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's take a look at what this is. So in your second week coming through, it's pouring a lot of love onto yourself. Okay. It brings you peace. This is a lot about self-love that is going to be key. Okay. So it does want you, it's like the fountain of life. This is pouring on emotions, pouring love into you with this Ace of Cups. So I feel that this is an opportunity for you to kind of like, this is about emotions. There's a beautiful fountain. There's like a goddess in there, right? And I feel a lot of it that could be you, okay? Whether you're masculine or feminine, it is, focusing on the emotions, and a fountain that is blessings of happiness are at hand. So there's really nothing that's required here, other than to be ready and to receive the opportunity with thanks in some sort of way. Okay. So it's kind of like, it's moving through, and there's kind of like one, two, three, there's serpents of water that is coming out of their mouth, and they symbolize like, it's kind of like it's the water of peace, water of enlightenment. So, and at the heart of the chalice, she's coming out of it. So it's like Aphrodite, a goddess of love. There's something having to do with focusing in on love, all right, which brings peace. Now, the next card that I get is the Knight of Cups. And what's interesting about this is the Knight of Cups is all about, like, this is about an opportunity to bring in love, right? An opportunity for love to come your way. A very romantic opportunity. But I feel that it's kind of in the dark. It's in the shadows in some sort of way. So it could be that there is an opportunity for something to shift, and like it could be that an offer, like focusing in on love, if something is not coming towards you, okay, especially love. Maybe there's been some conflict in love. Someone's, control, maybe needing help. Sorry about that, guys. The sirens were going on. So I'm getting, after pouring love onto you, maybe because there is, it's kind of like you're not, this is about like dropping defenses because, maybe until you see which way the tide's going to flow. Okay. Um, hmm. This is about someone's own worthiness. See, it keeps. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. Like, whoo. This is about like, how fast the trucks. This is about a desire for the knight to need to chase, to move forward, to need to chase, and then and then there's some sort of disappointment with the. This is about conflict, some sort of conflict in chasing. Okay, so this is really interesting. It's kind of like, this is about the worthiness of loving one's self. Okay, so it is interesting that it's coming out that way. Give me a card on this. I got to find out what this is. Give me a card on this. Why is the Knight of Cups in reverse? This is about a message coming through that is direct, okay? This is about the Hierophant energy, values and beliefs, and a message coming through. Two messages. I get a message of fire and a message of earth. Excuse me, a message of air, of fire and air, okay? Two messages coming through, and it has to do with values. There's something about values in a situation, okay, that caused a conflict between you and another person or you in a situation. Because this is the shadow side of coming forth and expressing love. This is coming in between a message that's being exchanged, but taking leadership, finding out, maybe getting advice, getting the keys to the situation, your values and beliefs. And there's a conflict here about that, okay? So there was some sort of conflict about values and beliefs in a situation, Taurus energy, and then of course, I get a lot of fire and air, okay? Anything else that comes through that's important here within this second week? What do we get? There's a postponement of a vision, okay, that wants to move towards success. It's not ripe yet. It's getting there. There's postponement in moving forward. It's like when the cherries are ripe, you pick them, right? And so there's postponement of a successful vision, okay, and about something being ripe to pick. Something's not ripe yet in a connection or situation. So there is a waiting period, and maybe that's causing conflict in you or within this situation at this moment. But there's going to be messages being exchanged, but it's just a moment to reflect and to determine what it is that you truly want, both sides, okay? What is the advice that Aries needs to keep in mind in this second week? What do we get? Inspired thoughts. Alignment brings incredible ideas. Alignment brings, a new reality, new decisions, new thoughts, and new, immediate action. So it gives you a chance to think. Okay, so inspired thoughts are important, positive thoughts about growing success. For some of you, it's in your work. It's like something has taken a little bit longer than you anticipated, but success is actually growing. It wants you to stay on the path. So don't think that something's not growing. Keep your thoughts on par. Keep it in, make sure that you're implementing that new way of thinking, doing, and being. If you had, perhaps maybe not loved yourself before, maybe haven't talked to yourself in the way you need to change the way you talk to yourself in some sort of way. Whatever it is, it's all because you're pouring on self-love here, okay? So maybe there's new thoughts in the way that you speak to yourself, but it's kind of alignment. You get in alignment with what you want, and success will grow. It's just a matter of time. So stay excited, stay focused, keep your thoughts and your language and how you talk to yourself and others on the inspired side, because your success is already growing here. It wants you to know that, okay? And that's in your second week. Any other advice? Yeah, if you need a kind of a changing of a state, go get some physical exercise. It's going to help you connect and communicate better with your source. You'll get greater downloads, okay? It's a 13 card reducing to a 4, all right, after 67. So 6 plus 7 is 13, and 3 plus 1 is 4. And so it'll help ground you. It'll help ground your communication with source, and then you'll get better, insights here, okay? Let's go on in your third week and see what comes out for Aries. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. Okay. So what is important for Aries in the third week? What do we get? Okay. What is it that we get? Okay. This is at the bottom there. So we'll take these three first. Okay. So what do we get here? Let's take a look. I'm going to read these kind of straight up so I can kind of see them all, because you got a lot of major arcana. Well, 2 major arcana out of the 4. So there was something that, so when it came out this way, it's telling me that the all-seeing eye wasn't seeing something, okay? Because it's like something wanted to come down, but this is about taking control of that and now using your intuition, and use your intuition about not putting something to an end. So this could be, it could be in terms of a residence of some sort or a situation. I feel that with, gosh, because this is about putting something to an end and letting go of responsibility. It's like holding on to something when you have the opportunity to take control and use your intuition to put something to put something to an end. But this is not wanting to put something to an end. What is this? What is this Ten of Wands in reverse? Because this is interesting. Because this is telling me that you need to, like, maybe that's not something that you're doing right now, but it's something that you need to do in some sort of way. Put something to a rest. Let's take a look. Clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse. Not putting something to a rest. Something to do with partnership, coming together, with new inspiration. So, and then the Three of Cups, which is community, working together with others, and friendships. So the partnership is new inspiration. You know what it's telling me? I don't know, guys. It's kind of like there was some sort of partnership. There's an opportunity for new inspiration. And I get the Three of Cups. This is friends and celebration and things like that. The Three of Cups not in reverse. There's an illusion of some sort. There's an old way of thinking or doing or being. Gosh, you guys, this is very cryptic, because it's kind of like, if I read everything straight up, I'm going to see what kind of message that I get straight up. Straight up on it, because sometimes it gives me a different message that helps. Look at all of this, what's happening out here. Help is on its way. If you got the Tower card, if something came by surprise, you could be getting help from a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And this is a High Priestess energy, using your intuition about something that came to an end. There was a partnership, but now you have new inspiration and you're working together with others to get rid of the illusion. So it could have been a job or a situation that left you off balance and came by surprise. Now there's an opportunity for partnership to come up again, but you're maybe concerned about that. Okay, give me a card on this Seven of Cups. This is about taking action and moving forward, having faith. There's going to be an opportunity that comes around again, whether or not you want. It didn't work the first time, but this is this something positive for Aries? But I do get Cancer energy, taking action, moving forward on faith. Is this positive for Aries? What do we get? Yeah, it's going to bring in justice. Now, whether or not that you can, get balanced in the situation and let the past, something of the past, the old situation go, forgive, listen to your focusing on your highest energy and take control of the past, because there's an opportunity to come together. Now, for some of you, it could be a connection that you have with another person. Others, it's a partnership or someone that you love. But it's have faith. It's going to bring in actually some fairness. Any other advice for this moving forward for Aries within the third week? You got a second opportunity, a second chance at something here, guys. Okay, could be a work situation, or it could be in love. All right. It's going to bring in fairness, justice, balance, peace. If it's a court, situation, it's a fair decision. Okay. What do we get? Music. Listen to music to balance you. Domestic harmony and change. For some of you, it could be changing locations. But I feel that some sort of music is going to help you. There's a change that is coming that is going to bring domestic harmony to you. Okay. And anything else we need to know about that? What else do we get? Be patient. Something's not coming as fast as you would want to. Okay. In the past, you were an innocent grasshopper, but now as you move forward, you've matured. Okay. So here's the whole situation, guys, is that something's coming back around. You see the bigger picture of it. You took the higher ground, more so than the other person. I got to let you know, sorry, Crosswatcher, but I got to say you're having patience with the situation. Before you were an innocent grasshopper, and then you have matured since then, and you see things differently. Whatever this is coming in, it will bring imbalance for you. It'll be a change, but it's going to bring domestic harmony to you. And this could be within a connection or within a job situation. Okay. So let's take a look at your fourth week and what comes through for you then, what comes through for you at that time, what comes through for Aries, fourth week. What do we get? Fourth week. Look at a new beginning, guys. You're on a brand new beginning. The Fool card coming through. New adventure with the Sun card. Look at this, guys. And what else do we get? And travel, change, and movement. Fast things happen fast right after this. As soon as you accept it, and as soon as your life changes in a blink of an eye. There is domestic harmony that comes into play, matters of the heart and communication between you and someone else. Music plays a role, okay? Music will help you overcome any sort of conflict. So it's saying that that's important for you in some sort of way. But on the fourth week, a new opportunity moving forward with new adventures. You got the Sun card, which is new vitality and success. Now everything's moving in the same direction. See, previously in a situation, whatever this was, work, love, or life, it wasn't moving forward because you all weren't on the same page. Now someone's been enlightened. You see the bigger picture, but you did before. I feel that it was more of the other side. And it takes patience, in this process. But at the same time, you learned how to listen to your intuition in this process, and you took the highest ground. And now, because of that, you're getting an upgrade, better than it was previously in the previous version. So this is what I'm getting, guys. All right. Final advice in terms of Oracle card. What's important? What does Spirit want you to know this month? In the month of July, in fireworks month. All right. What do we get? 2. Whoa. 3. That's moving fast. It's going to come in fast. What do we get? What is this? You're a free spirit. Wow. Some of you could be going through, you're making a choice. Do I want to move forward with this situation? Or do I want to, remain a free spirit in a situation? So it could be it could be in a situation wherein you're choosing between partners, or you're choosing to be single. Some of you are becoming a free spirit at work and perhaps starting on a new opportunity. And maybe you just want to be a free spirit. Maybe that some of you are choosing. For those of you, that prefer that, you could be letting go. Now, it doesn't have to be letting go of a person or a job. This could be letting go of limiting beliefs that you've held within you. And so this change just confirmed your beliefs and focusing in, I am worthy, right? Whatever happens to me on the outside doesn't change how I feel about myself. I still love myself. You're reframing and replacing old beliefs, and you are uncovering beneficial affirmations. That's it, guys. That is it. It's associated with your root chakra, okay? So, yep, you're understanding and transcending after any sort of detrimental belief that you once held and you no longer do. Well, congratulations to your Aries. I mean, fantastic work. I mean, now I think you should go do a little dance with some music here, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Note your comments, like, and subscribe. Sending you so much love. And until next time, namaste.